The Future TV.
Hello guys, good evening and welcome to the Code Room on the Future TV 14. Them when you're winning their holiday and May 1st. So you better we be asking for what's on the Holy Chain there. You have a 19 year started them programming. As usual, I will be a name guest in the programming and me to man could say me on your phone. So since they are here, Mama will introduce one what I want. We'll introduce one who we are. We'll go for commercial break. Then we'll go straight to the main entertainment trends in Dubai. So big man.
Yeah, I'm good.
You make fresh you.
Sorry. I'll be a learn from you. You be the fourth apparel, so
your wife will take care of you.
Oh, how you go do one?
How you go do one?
I'll be God's grace. Every day inside.
Your special grace to I see they write me back for back. Charlie, the boy ding.
Oh, Charlie. $1,000 and cents.
I show a tassel. Charlie, Pacho, yeah, okay. Small introduction.
I go by the name Charles Okeke, aka Scavius. I'm an HSC, which is Health, Safety and Environment professional.
Nice.
So I'm into the industry, and then I'm also an entertainer and an artist management.
That's it. Bless up. Guys, to a new face, yan show you do. Even though or your old face or other young channels, but Daddy, we are blessed to have him. So, big bro, a little introduction in your call.
I made with, just home alone, as the food knows. Yeah, not like my brother Nazis or not someone or in a ring game. Yeah, home alone. That's the little intro we can do that.
Shit! What's your call? Home alone.
Oh, so that's okay. That's okay for now. So maybe as time the program goes on, we'll just give the.
Thank you, home alone.
So the name.
Oh, guy, you're facing, yeah. Me co-host, this is Shadi.
It's a what to post.
In your matum, Malana matum. Good for boot, man.
What can you producer there on my salary? And they made it. On my bonuses and allowances.
How they young co.
So the name be our ideas.
Yes.
I'm a YouTuber and a content creator too. I do video editing. Anything media, Charlie, hook up.
Thank you. Anything media, Charlie, hook up. I want to watch my program or record so. You meeting say chira dey mbesa for two. One no den. But all the same no. You go commercial break up and you come back straight to the trending news. Okay, welcome back, guys. Dama ya record me can you miss for two backstage. One no den. Winning one. I think when him call by face, she's Gina. Gina in Genevieve. Very nice lady. I couldn't the mumbo any deny. Okay, so guys.
Asum Jenny.
Violence the oil end.
Asum Jenny.
So guys, let's go straight to our trending news. There's this artist. I think of Cape Coast. Yeah. Mostly, in a kind of quack bad on them. Name or friend Bonyo Highness. I don't know, say, even Martin and Cadiana there. And you I can't send you a interview now. Or Assassin Radio. No, Cadam asked me. Also, this Bonyo Highness. By the way, me pick them content from Ghanese media. So if you want more information and the content via Ghanese media, you definitely see him over there. So big shout out to Ghani. Also, Bonyo Highness says, Andy Dosti disrespected my brand and made me lose an investor who wanted to invest in my musical career live on his radio program. I will never forgive him for that. Can he do the same to an artist from Kumasi? Meaning they had a comparison, kakra wabi. But yeah, go straight to what now some okay kakra. What's on the dose or disrespecting on the live show and not or to a Oma Olusi investor.
Okay.
From you, Charles.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? And have you heard anything like that there? And did they see disrespectful and them that artists be work be
No, I've not really heard about an industry being disrespectful to any artist in the Ghanaian industry. This was shocking for me to hear this coming from Highness. And certain things, they are very sensitive. Okay. You can't really go on one side and leave the other side because there's always, you need to have an evidence that's maybe really he said that. And maybe he might have said it and I might not take it wrong. And maybe the artist himself might take it wrong, maybe to himself personally. But I'm not here to really say if he's to have a favoritism. That means that because he's from Cape Coast, that's the reason why you have to disrespect him as an artist. And just as he stated, because if he was to be from Kumasi, would he have done that to the Kumasi artist? We can't look at this. But since we are in the same Ghanaian industry, the only thing, we last 2 weeks, we had this topic about people taking it to themselves when someone is able to download them.
Yeah.
It really goes way to even affect their career. And the only thing I can tell Highness is, Charlie, this thing just forgive. Because as an artist, you just have to make sure you stand your ground. Make sure that whatever that comes to your way, take it as the opportunity to make your, up your game. Because no matter how you keep keeping it to yourself, in the next 10 years, maybe you might go and come back and meet Andy Dusty. Okay. And then maybe he might be the person who, it's so painful when you hear investors come into the picture and then they bring money, and then how does this disrespect go to the extent of losing an investor? I don't know. Maybe the investors didn't really do their due diligence. Then that's something that I can say about this.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Omelon.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I don't know what Andy said about the guy. Yeah. But you see, when it comes to entertainment world, you have to expect unexpected. See, there are issues about Shatawale.
Okay.
People look down. People said a lot of things about him, but he focused on his brand and what he can do. He never looked down upon himself that you've done this. I think some people, Shatterhouse or something, they did something against him, but he felt like, okay, let me do my best. So one day when I climb higher than you, then you also understand what it takes to beat you down there. Yeah, so I don't think Bonyo has to be there talking about losing investors. Investors, maybe they were having their ways to go out. But I don't think somebody has to say something about an artist that you have to say, oh, for that reason I'm backing out. Because maybe if the artist himself did something out there that it might destroy your investment in him, then that one we will just consider that. But if for artists to be on a show and somebody saying something and then you feel like I invested, okay, what this person is saying I have to back out. And then I believe the investor, they've already made their mind that they want to get out of the system or they want to get out of the contract or whatever it is. So I don't see Andy has a problem in it. Maybe there's another story to that we have to look at.
Okay, thank you. Maybe there's another story to it. Yo.
14.
I think the Yerbano. You didn't come across.
I know the kind of style of music that he does.
Okay.
Okay, Tadame, this guy. You just mentioned. Next style, that's only the no now than too much. Now someone can.
Now you did what we
the abusive and the kind of words now you use in the song. So Enya Fantinia and say, I know you want to, Caucasian not all year they did, but now on your them abuse you. I know about damn they on can. If you listen, I've listened to his songs. Sometimes I had up there. I don't know. He wants to force himself into the space.
Okay.
So sometimes or Kasembi either to just piss you off because I listened to Name Jumbi and I there was some papi be earlier.
Yeah.
It tell you that a rapper come up, but the choice of words or catch some artists be known.
Okay.
And also the disrespect to you if he doesn't know. Or can't send be far could out upon.
I think Sack. So
you see that, and these are people that eventually are going to need them in the industry because we're legends to industry that you need them one day on your song. So look at there, Andy, small man, and if Andy is to criticize you, you shouldn't take it into a negative way because he's an industry player and a very giant person in the industry.
Okay.
When it comes to even the radio industry, and to say behind the Akabibia for one, probably you see, if you ask me one, some people, some football work on Obia or was maybe or con was semi be anchor funny. Will be away him no Kabibi there. Oh, the madam really, Ibia, Shana and year. You shouldn't take it as an offense, but you should rather take it and learn something from it because he is way ahead of you. And the on will groom a lot of artists that why they were funny. It's a what can be powerful when them put there be a bonyo. Tell them my meta like a debia how I and enjoy a day. On your debia doesn't mean that the Pakunon Pewas moon. And a 9 year I bet you how I won't. But you are doing the song for consumers to consume. What I say, a boo only consuming Jom now on fan on whatever bit and people because on your fancy area, you are just going to go with the vibe. But we are saying Jom Arsenal. Oh, Charlie Sana, never be Atasia. Inti so Obeya, you shouldn't take offense from Andy. Because I am in one video another like what Andy really
so
said.
You actually wanted
concrete
evidence.
But Andy can. But Andy also care they be bonyo. Nendom nyada. Ebia bonyo nendom yedede. Ebia bonyo nendom today. Then we know that Andy ebia bo Andy so can ebia one can ye.
Oh, of course.
Because I've tried. My then come who the video particular because I've seen series of video all can be there. Andy am will lose invest and on funny now. Onje the me you know you know can say Kumasi artist. The Kumasi artist no all can. Dodo na Kumasi artist be dodo na them all be as a cowboys. Dodo Kumasi artist anymore na dodo na as a car. There can be a onye the mad to. And from there can be a cowboys you don't care because a crowd food on one and one. Into academia, you won't do that to a Kumasi boy or Kipos boy. Probably you to a piano or ye be in some more academy. Because not only just nippon into Munkabi like it's no own funny there or a senior man, but that doesn't mean there or a penny into. Do you get that? Into no say what can be the mpa, on should be being film. No on pushing on to that level, but do love bond over accepting because in German or a faces. This face now one. I feel now only the media anymore because although they probably you were there back then, but I'm on full. But recently, they're like people are starting to you are coming into the
conversation.
Yeah, sound engineer and sana. Yeah, so only artists need the dough. Since I sound engineer, he has.
I feel now you media space cinema, and if celebrate media space cinema, just not say. The negative intuition and the negative BBM people will just drop you. They'll just cancel you off.
Don't you also think there it can be there? This is a strategy on top of the back.
Because he's always that harsh. Like he's always that harsh and rude. Like I know that up there.
Okay.
You want to be heard. You want to get the attention. Sometimes you always want to say something that will drive your attention. Only other men who want.
You're trending into him, but there are certain things I know about him because I mean, I'm a person, I'm a deal, and not Casa, not no. And a Shannon one, he's not like the way I'm like all to you or you know. Sometimes it's I am surprised because we're very, very cool. Very, very cool. But all to you, man, and you will be a man. Today, the way I be using Biblical on all your man. The way I need personality, or the awful stages are or you're different. So I think that this is how I want to support all the
rest space.
Sure. But in a way, no, say Andy can't be next one. Can you? When you my guy, I think you need to let this one slide and then you focus on.
And say them not put the remedy. Mind him, like people are going to criticize, people are going to trash him.
Sure.
You should get that.
Sure.
And to add a little to that, sure. It's a little space in the you need to focus on yourself. Since you're not there, so you come as for and the matter of bed. That means you rather underestimate yourself by giving somebody the credit that the Kumasi guys are better than you.
And when you need feature from them,
and you need feature from them. And maybe if Kenata, just in case Obone Kumasi, this your words will come back punching you. So I think there are some words to do and a statement there. We don't need to force ourselves and come out to say something. Just sometimes fight with yourself in the darkness that, oh, be academic. It's up to me to prove myself better. But to come out and write some articles and those stuff, it's really not good for your brand and for you as an upcoming artist.
Thank you. Let's go to this particular one. Recently, I think last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks ago, Kwesi Flex or launching All Out video or Accra. Kofi Kinata was there, Don Zichaka was there, like a whole lot of people were there. And my video actually okay. I think 10 days the video has hit about 10K or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, streaming and I think it's good. It's really, really good. But as someone will see our video here, Kwesi Flex, that was 2 days or 3 days ago, but a video. No, Kofi Kinata latest year we release it. What's the title say?
For nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
For nothing, no. Kwesi Flex or two no word for word. And across social media on Facebook, people were saying that, oh, Charlie, it's good. This, you are really good. Your voice. And there's this media personnel. His name is Magic George. But show BB far at that Kwesi Flex or and people started going for Magic George. They are small they didn't like it. And this is what he said. He said, instead of you to promote your song, you are singing someone's song and he will not do the same for you. John. This is what a media personnel said to a creative arts person from the Western region trying to support a fellow Western region. I don't even think that Kwesi Flex ne support Kofi Kinata here. Kwesi Flex ne support him because Kofi baby away do no. Kwesi Flex no here Kofi Kinata. There's one message comment one guy was say on Kwesi Flex simple, but because to Kofi Kinata no no or two no no draw any attention call Kwesi Flex no do. So I decided to bring this one here for us to talk about it. I'll start with you, Eddie. What do you think about this?
You see, Ghana, you see, it's a problem. There's a big problem with our society. Things that you do, you think there will be a mayor to like a kennel. At the back channel, none wants some more one and two and share. Because, say, I'm the more name will be a different hospital. No hospital be ya there. But my hospital why there doesn't mean that I'm hospital when you're there. Yeah, I'm just trying to acknowledge what the next hospital is doing, but we are doing the same thing. So in the music space, then the promoter so bigger than me, which are some people might feel like, oh, there's another person called Kofi Flex beyond no social. It doesn't seem to be bad. But what like you are coming out to insult Kofi I'm just trying to psych myself to understand why are you saying that?
No.
What is the point?
He has issue with Kofi Kinata. This DJ no. Magic George personally have issue with Kofi Kinata. Anytime Kofi drops or Kofi wins an award, last year Ghana Music Award, he threw a shade at Kofi.
Oh, okay.
So it is something that he has been doing.
Normal.
So this thing, instead of make it if you know the source, why are you talking about it? Because who could see him there? Can I tell them throw out or issue? And it's a academic from
Kwesi on reply will be on reply maybe.
Yeah, so this thing put in here is not a subject to even talk about because
the reason why I just want us to talk about it is he being a media person.
You're supposed not to bring that out. But then or the other or destroy what's about back of Funtune. Kwame Nkrumah about to Kwame Nkrumah straight to what the chance for that's for others. So being packing out and as somebody but Kwesi flexing not about say can I tell so this thing they mean
okay
14
Rodo So what Magic just said.
Ashasen did not mentas, but it's actually he has a beef with Kofi Kinata. So honestly, that is what is going to happen. And say me who video now Kofi Flex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kofi Kinata reposted. You know, try the all how his maker goes on for nothing. So Kofi Kinata showed the love back. Or also reposting now or try be found. I think that normal because I've seen artists singing other artists' song. It happens a lot. Mehu Kidia auto Kojo Black Ninjum, auto Leave the Boy Ninjum, auto Black Ninjum. We use one Ninjum what the videos. It be normal thing.
Yeah.
It be normal thing say your other artists because as soon as you and then they be on one jump by sometimes you also need to get to hear somebody then get inspiration. And stuff. It's normal they be known or then it will be because Ninjum right though.
All out
and for nothing to normal there obi be then obi team die video into oba na obeka dey bia Kofi Kinata lenya the mom na obi a won na akọ ne video launching and whatever flex or post bia Kofi Kinata repost or share man. I don't know, probably there might be a collaboration for Yinima. It might come up because I think also Ole push I'm taking 2 artists for the next this year, next year that Obitim will blue Crazy and I Rigid. Because my who the Rigid is
last minute is really pushing the guy.
Obiane angle they for few because when we featuring is a Kofi Kinata ya matadi by the one can once a move. Ramsey B no squad be bree. Why? So I think that any coffin or names will try there or babua no coffin or eating wine. They come up. The search people know you just have to just ignore
Thank
them.
you. Thank you. But Charles.
Yo, Charlie. This issue where see Magic George, wherever it is, these things shouldn't be placed on the social media. Indirectly, you've already looked down to yourself. And using such words, you might be maybe a mentor or an idol to someone. John. I don't even see the reason why you have
to add
a John. Yeah. If you have issue with someone, you should the third party should not be the one that you should relate to. As musicians, even as like what Eddie said in the workspace, you need someone to just need to acknowledge someone. If Kinata has already reposted Kwesi Fleg's song, then Kwesi Fleg has gone ahead to sing Kinata's song. It's a form of acknowledgement and appreciation that I need to sing a song, or maybe there's some contents or words or lyrics that maybe Kinata said that is inspiration to Kwesi Flex. Maybe he needs those words. I can even I'm okay. I mean to see what's management, and then tomorrow you see me posting Black Sherry for my status. It doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with it because you're in the industry that you need to support. Even if Kwesi Flex was supposed to sing someone from Nigeria or someone from American song, it is no one's business.
Sure.
He's human and he needs songs to inspire himself. And that day, maybe he needed that song to just inspire himself. So if Magic George have issues with any artist and then any other artist is singing that artist song, you should just shut up and then focus on yourself.
Thank you. It is what it is.
Yeah,
sure.
Guys, let's go to our next trends. This will be a little bit political, but it's all good. Ghana rejects U.S. proposed health aid deal over data concerns. I think this one, Ankasano, Obeye Eddie, Obeye Ofil the Kakra. The reason why I keep telling you guys in the day, I had the code room Ankasano, very educative in there. I want to know maybe Obiawo or your position be the topic be the person can easily say something about it. So, Eddie, let's not start with the This is what Ghana has done. And let me say this. I think people are really praising Ghanaians or our government for doing this. We didn't send our data. We are not going to send our data to the US for they said they will give us $109 million US if we will trade it with our data over here. And the government said no. Even though we needed the money, or we need the money, but the government said, no, my people are very, very precious to me. So, Eddie, let me start with you again.
Okay. When I heard the news, the reason of that is urban health wise, they may make it the little leakage can destroy the whole country or the whole Africa.
Oh, okay.
The continent can go down. You see, me worry be same in fear. By law or per the law, no. I'm not supposed to even know my wife need certain things about health.
Okay.
Unless on an ankasa or mom kwande me who. And if ye me friend Mahama ye mistake, no or the information no go out. Ghana we are on the map that the whole Africa was and the BBC
We are the pace settings.
yes. And he said who health information no go out. Now what they will do with that information is they know what trend of who you be so you did me be the back home mawa but my bring economy down. That is one aspect. So them one they can give another information about Ghanaians out there. Obi ko be ka Ghanaians they man from ben one.
Okay.
Just like it be a binam when you HIV or hospital. Hospital you keeping down. But you leak no so o ko nimpa ma. And then nimpa je make it was when you HIV mean careful. I want know. So sometimes though we look money makes a lot of rights in our society but not all. And this is one of it. Health is health. Health is about people like that. Health is something that I don't know govern whole country no. I don't know protect whole country no. Like COVID-19 baby. Look at the countries that were affected.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of companies that go because of COVID. Even that one they did not get information. No. They were able to even maneuver themselves and then bring the economy down than to get problem like jeans. What are the things I can do to Ghanaians?
Manipulate it.
Bottom might bring the economy down. They'll just bring out something. Some outbreak be it will even start from your country before other country.
Okay.
And so start to our country now, other countries are who of our would they bondage you and you can't go out to another country because almost you're benefiting through one or they will spread it. So that was a good move or that was a nice move from the government.
Okay.
And I really appreciate him for that.
Thank you. Mr. Charles.
Yeah, Charlie. You see, for this data security with health issues, I have said much about that. With people's health concerned, they need to be confidential. Even the doctor has no say to go out there and talk about people's status or health status. So there are certain things that maybe the people, the viewers, do not know the reason why the government need to reject this kind of office. Oh, $109 million there. Charlie, you might be hungry, but you have to think twice. Why would somebody come and give me money just like that to just get a health data? And when you talk about data security, you are looking at how we can keep information and make sure that information does not leak to the public.
Okay.
You see, and the government is looking at once you give these people the authority to go into your data security or data information, they get to know the patient's record. Wherever the patient is, as far as a citizen of Ghana, they get to know his records. They get to know the disease that is circulating, the surveillance disease of data that is within Ghana. Okay, so hepatitis B is really rising in Ghana. Actually, that means that if you are doing the return of, the December return of Ghana, if you are going to Ghana, hepatitis B is so high. You are looking at all those things. And sometimes people also go to the extent of looking at these genetic issues within maybe they want to do some scientific issues to get to know if Africans really came from apes and those kind of things. So you should look at how to give out certain information out just because of money.
Okay.
You see, the only thing I can just end with this is that the fact where the government has been able to reject this health aid, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't need help. Okay, but it just means that at the end of the day, protecting your health data is just as protecting your physical resources. That means like the gold and all the stuff.
Okay.
Because those kind of data let's take an example like one of these politicians want to go and seek maybe help from, let's take maybe Ibrahim Traore, the one of Burkina Faso, and he was to be a minister, and they came to Burkina Faso and they got the health data. and they got to realize that maybe he has some ill health or something like that. If tomorrow he becomes a president and then he says certain things about this, maybe expat or white should not invade in the country and certain things like that. Once they have the information, they can decide to use this information against you.
Sure.
So those kind of information they have been giving out and then data is not really kept.
Thank you.
Ask yourself, who keeps those data? Where are they stored?
These people.
You get it. So when you do
They're
those
very
things,
manipulative.
they can manipulate you.
Yeah.
With you. Although there are people out there who might not see what's happening, but when they're in the boardroom where there are no cameras, they'll tell you that, Charlie, I get your data.
Okay.
So if you don't comprehend to what I say, I can leak those data out.
Thank you.
So it's good that the government helps with that.
Yo,
14.
they will my sister.
Charlie.
I back some different piano.
Oh, paying for Akasa.
Now, I'm before being here.
Or the best shade, yeah.
What's it? Or Chami on him, Cassano. What's it, Nana?
Assume.
Assume.
More hard intimate say.
Call the uncle.
First, I think that is a good move for our president.
Okay.
The on for any data. One ton name man. Say or the data no them one actually 1 ton you know.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, what human resource and that out you know. Because if you sell the health, because I know be our hospital there.
Definitely.
It means that BBR say malaria or yabedo, all these things no. They keep records because some people can or file maybe or some sort of systems. All these things. It's in Caribbean dilemma one in the name of 1 million, 100 million, $109 million. I don't US for some imagine about one team they want for the music and better that.
What a new project I was starting. New project I was starting all over African
so
continents.
whatever that the US government is doing is that he's trying to buy that data, not that any research.
Yeah.
And if so, Otiminya, you know, whenever you are conducting a research, you need a sample size. Africa, you have 54 countries.
Yeah.
And if you are conducting a research and if you get about even 10 of the sample size from that 50, even 5 and then you 10, you can still make a conclusion or something about that continent.
You have West, East, South Africa. So maybe even West, only one in par. East, only one.
Any research, here sample size. Into 54 into any sample size of 10, 5 in par, you can still go on with your research and whatever information and you can make conclusions on that. So why it means that they need the genes, whatever is happening in Africa, because these people are afraid of Africa if you unite.
It's true.
The Europe's now other one or preventing the mama you're because you're not doing a cola, one who be a mobile.
We are larger than them, bigger than them.
One who be a mobile, we have a lot of things
resources,
here. On into now, this small country we are walking because of oil or something. There is this particular country. There is always confusion there because one part of being a piece when I was settled upon actually one now country now we think we develop. So whatever the US government earlier just want to get some information. And now so when you attack our health, it means that your productivity
you depend on them.
And if you are not productive, it means that your economy is going to collapse. How any identity when your economy now collapse, it means you are going to seek aid from them. And you are going to seek aid from them, it means that at the long run or some conditions can home. Then I was also our back is still into slavery now. You get it. Until you're the president, they're not there when you're now because of $100 million.
Thank you.
And to add up to it, so you see, I know Trump Berno, Robert Council, ADB or the men about health, which is 18 HIV, drugs, and all that stuff. So if you want to come and help back, just go back and then really activate what you were doing for Africa as the aid you were giving. But I would discover that see, South Korea, one president, nobody will need physics that. Because if America any physics and glass important so to when you glass in the country will be attacked very just easy. See, you can have all the weapons and ammunitions to fight for physical war, but then obi the health-wise, the attack war, or easy, So I'm really happy it went that way. Here, last time, ne wo edwuma. In some information be leaky wo edwuma. I was like, when now the information they go out. Now, you should no, you're one of our colleagues. One can or Casana information about 1 health or just within the organization information. And it could even send us to court. And just to talk about Obini health, every day, Ghana, in health, okay, to Obini say, no one decide what to do about your country. Oh, he came back up, America, I'm telling you. You can make a boy, Visano, Yamako Buncha, near Poncho.
Okay, Charlie, Eddie Yedasi. Young call your last trends in young, you head straight to the main topic, Nakasa. But I'm sure that in the unfortunately, you near Bessia or Yemu. Getting a cause of it in but call up no one bantam, no, you're back in vocals. That's not machine nature, no, control in Yama or the man, back home. Because that particular trendy, me actually being your baby and any idea. And I'm one. No fun to about when you okay, young. I say Parliament set to pass a bill for compulsory paternity tests for every newborn child in Ghana. What's the Parliament do? One can if it's your baby, another and if Parliament. This is a Parliament or pass law, no, I pass. Parliament set to pass a bill for compulsory fertility tests for every newborn child in Ghana. But I don't know what's in a machine. What's the incident? Into a baby. Into a baby pan. Which you need that child.
On your report for no debate.
But your camera will nimby into. Camera will nimby.
Oh, Bolek on a false news.
Uncle. Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
How many are worrying? Married man.
Yeah, I wanted to gather information and come, but you know what? Okay, so Charlie's paternity thing, some baby. See, I grew up where they said men are dangerous. Okay, a man can lie, but if a woman they lie, give you a.
So you go street your body.
Even the judge himself cries. You see, mostly when these things go to the court, mostly women win.
Yeah.
They mostly win because they can even lie to the judge, with their facial expression and stuff. For paternity and those kind of things, I strongly go with it. Okay, I strongly go with it. Although there are some other things that
we need to look at.
We need to look out. Yes, they're very, very attentive. They're very sensitive. So you see, when you're talking about, when you're giving this kind of parliamentary go-ahead or you're instating this law, you need to look at how heavy-handed this thing can be approached, because it may solve certain disputes. But in the other words, it can also create tension, social tension. Why am I saying this is because some families, their culture are built in a way that they want to structure it in a way that things no need to be solved outside. We need to just bring a Bisa pain, talk about it, and then you're good to go. But once it goes to the court of law, bloggers and other social media begin to hold it. So if the person is maybe Bisa pain in his village, now he's exposed. So these kind of things are good, but database about those kind of things that maybe after the court and those kind of law are being stated, they should find ways and means to keep those documents privately rather than giving it out to bloggers. Because if bloggers could get hold of it, it's no more going to be, it's going to be very sensitive. Because if imagine me, maybe I'm a well-known person, and then at the end of the day, I get married to someone. Even in the recent one, the minister that had the plane crash, you see that his issue went viral, and it was going to, it's very sensitive. You can pass the law, but let's have this data reserved so that at least it doesn't go out to the
Thank you.
social space.
Thank you. I will skip you and go to yo.
Why do you skip him to come?
I just want him to. Mr. Fu, what's it? Charles Akanya, sound like. You know in your program. Yo,
I think the on your parliament the view
yo, how do I trust you? You won't hide anything.
Give
it to them.
Why not? I think they have to have some regulation.
Thank you.
They say I'm imagining when they so or signing one contract. Me I'm the man me here. More while signing contract. Me be that.
Hi.
Won't come in major.
Hi. Emfa.
So if so, can sign 1 hour and they can have a portion of them who they okay. Yeah, why no? Yeah, will be a yeah be test so that both parties agree that because I always say a catch your girlfriend put there and then needs and put there a pay and a banner test but catch there and actually minimum engine another day. But not necessarily there engine pakunindi. Ye nipa. But I can't them say I don't want has there but can actually you get it. They don't really get it why you should undertake this going through this DNA test. Ekapena, Mr. Fune doesn't really sit well with them, and I don't know why. They always want to, when it comes to these issues, they are up there.
Men are cheaters. Men are cheaters, but Mr. Fune one what they a battle for what they shame being for. Until one or a cheater.
Being the cheater, on your duan on any cheat. But a BC on any cheat. It's men are cheaters, and men are cheaters.
One I
want now. What's answering one cheat?
A priest.
You get it. And I think that if they want to put this into contest, then it should be for I want to open the war. So I warrior there no area. But say one ni panel there came with the BBI team see.
And I require it your own course.
Because say one ni panel there since I can be awu nti e bia ne sending no. E pede why DNA no dey. When there's our one then you have everything in possession. But one in the
Onya Odia.
Onya Dabi. Now only pon
please hold on. Your voices are coming in. Mr. One, you know in your program.
Oh, you want curtains?
One sinner has
I should know how I think that is a very good thing because there is a lot of issues when it comes to Chad. I know why up what can they something to me that I will be seeing me with the no on like the math way on your papa about on your mama unya ready okay I will join.
I saw this video on TikTok where a black soldier went for peacekeeping, and when he came back, his wife had given birth, and the wife is white, he's black, and the wife had given birth to a white child.
Okay.
Albino.
No, white child, not albino.
Not
white child.
Not black American.
Not when the video was taken, the child looked a little bit like, let me say, 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
So you can tell when the child is with the blonde hair and stuff. And people are like, this one, dear.
Maybe I'm back as a James now.
It's impossible, my brother. It's impossible.
At least.
At least the hair. At least it should have some small significance of the black
in it.
Not even the black color, even the hair or something.
It can't be like pure
white. That means that there's something fishy.
We have health personnel here. How do you area
I'm a major too. Well, past that me bill I'll have the edge to get married.
Okay.
Until then,
you are single like 14, right?
I'm a single married man.
Single married man, yeah, I like that one. Eddie.
All right. My child, the formation of a child has a different way of going about it. So sometimes you can have a child, the child will not look like you.
Okay.
But then when you do a DNA test, you show that this is your child. Yeah. Sometimes sperms no konipono. Any near they just get out and then. So once the child is forming, squatting.
Oh,
I don't know mature there. You see, when your what do you call it? When sperms get attached to a woman's immune system, they just decide as if that they are part of it.
Okay.
They are all equal. So when the formation is coming, you see, so be what. Obono ne guy be at now for 7 years. No we be share chance for maybe 1 year. No wa.
We share chance here.
Obo friend we be share young friend we be share chance.
Okay.
1 year no wa. But wala na so wo ba. In take time a ban ba be set X no.
Share.
So remember. And take time ba be set X na be dwin there. X no no show. Be ke DNA tester. E ba no oye chance no ba.
Why?
It does, you see, sometimes I make it the formation of a child is on a different level. Okay. So that's why then we can know afatum so we have measure paternity court case be when papa ni gina wa no ne banini they have the same eye color, the same, but okay DNA test no no never. So formation of a child no I don't know yankopon nsem bi ya medwuma mentase. But then let's go on the DNA test issue. Me, I'm a victim. And I know what it takes for a man to stand up and say that he be a member.
Okay.
Because sometimes the two shumpa will know. I did banaba. Sometimes you think that I pull out. But still, whatever shot.
I was 7 and I was 11. No pull out.
I pull out. What the banaba shot. But then let me start from this. Say, I don't hear what we ask me. I don't hear what we ask me there. What's a blood is thicker than wine? But I'm telling you how it is. Say, me shaba na benidi 30 years. That time maybe I'm worried at the age of 20 years. And I'm 50 years. Yeah. To me 50 years na ke DNA test na bani amaba. Aba blebe mo boy we ask. And e bana ma wonu so nya identify the what's in the penima. No nya ben papa, it's like a connection. Obenya hard feeling ama ne biological father than you the father taking care oba care. The memories that you've created with him or her. But the connection might not be the same. And the thing is, you sit down and I be some question there. Since an age to reverse and I don't call Obana and Kadaba Shoba. So where do you start from? So I think that as the world is growing, when we see errors, we try to find solutions to the errors.
Thank you for
and
that.
now, yeah, when the training issue people are facing in the country or the whole world is, a lot of people are taking care of people's kids or people's child. So they need to bring a way to terminate that. Yeah, bear in mind, the DNA test can also fail. Obuowa, men will be able to what the child support or that tonodo, okay, DNA test, what the tonodo. And it's a abandonable, no unfair, the DNA test doesn't fail, but one more print out the result can temper the result.
Okay. So it's not the fault of the DNA,
but the people working or who are typing, they can make a mistake because Obike DNA test will work out never. Or shall do certain age be. But Obi baby back no. Even no never to challenge or the court. Or the court DNA test. And panana those so also for no look or shall for now. Something push him that nebeni.
Onena ma menos why be there.
Yes. So abandon this regulation they ba oma professions for no so when you ejuma.
Thank you.
Mama oma sikendi do hwe ye botum ya DNA test this year. But amena meto me DNA test no. Oba bi botum abadadam for one night sex. Ne ma sense result.
For a long
sometimes you be any pakono so apeba onya.
Atasa. So if that regulation is coming in, there should be high professionals and there should be a lower to even bind those who are working that say we BB and then later we go and do it at another hospital. You with the problem on what you both hold you accountable. Sure. Except by hospital say you're checking in your HIV and then your hepatitis B. We still ask you to go ahead with another hospital to also do a further check for confirmation. Yeah. So you understand. So me dem hospital my fair quanta me do kona ma temporal result. Masasa from me nyanko no wo. Ebe me nyanko no wo no out of your bucket or by yama. But you do bucket on funny certificate or akoko 9 years. Of to ma selfish gain for one night. So government should put a lot into it and it will really solve a lot of problems. Yeah, a lot of young men are struggling in this world because they were not prepared for the child coming.
Oh.
The woman went out to have a child somewhere because when the boy a nice guy,
potential.
I mean, a nice guy. Why the point?
But also no, because of who society, what do you call it? In your own intino. What the bro and pede mama wa ba kasa today bani yamba yentwa da yamba e ba hweba na e ba kodu bebo be ke no se e bani e wodia. And it's really a very troublesome issue. So
you see, the thing and what they pain the most is if it's even one child. Let's take you have 4 kids, and one of the child is it's not yours. Sorry, it's fine that you have 3, but there's this Nigerian guru that had 5 kids, and none of them is his.
And I need no bogu.
I wonder. Maybe
no, the lady don't want
the truth the truth of the matter is that maybe there are some ladies that they will be with people they are rich, they are wealthy. The man doesn't really stay home. He's out there fighting, busting his ass to get money for the house. And the woman is still seeing the ex. And the ex is always doing the job. And then the man outside, he come and do 1 or do 2.
The rich men don't really.
They don't really do plenty.
You know they do plenty.
Say,
you know they do plenty.
If you are seeing
you know they do plenty.
If you are seeing one, it's one of the things that you should. Say when they be sell about, no the lion and a tiger about.
Lion.
Chase your lion,
Eddie, you have a pillow talk. Yeah, the master American.
No, but Mama kill a chance now. Some not.
Your time, look on
Mama, 1 minute to make a chance now. Yeah, you're besebu about wall skinny. Skinning, yeah, good man, enemy, yeah, fine man. Anytime I scan in, but they be on over for purse. On to take seed. But on any X, but take seed. No, I will 5. And she said, they be a also yen divorce. Your divorce are no any X when him there. X no last shown on him the number.
I was saying,
I was so what the Japan, DNA test, no, on a boma. Yeniska semnya wa control no.
It's true.
Adasa.
Thank you very much.
It's better for what you
So guys, let me say this. We have a sister channel or the Future TV no for Pillow Talk mostly one work they talk deeper into this kind of topics into say so you can actually join them on Pillow Talks. And Eddie, you have a time?
Saturday
7 o'clock. Perfect. I'm watching Pillow Talks. Me sure what kind of ask me you no wait see I one can one answer. But
the friend there was one. No, but I want you. I don't know why they find it. I don't know why 95% are saying that more the money for Sudan. Why you don't trust me? I don't trust you.
Jenny, you know your program.
I don't know why they have issues with
that.
Because of Musuba and money be a moyin.
Yeah, Mr. Afonso, come on. Last Jenny year show you. You're posting a picture, but you're young. You know, confess. Hey, can you give me a Mr. Hey? Mom, from one. What about you saying so guys, thank you very much for sticking with us. Yeah, your entrance now. Let's go straight to the main topic for today, and it's also very interesting, very interesting. And the topic is maintaining your ground and comebacks in the music industry. This particular topic, we all know the music is easy, and people are relying on hit songs now be relevant. But one thing that I have also seen that it is not only hit songs normal relevant. It is how you position yourself, how you carry your brand. It's all parts normal more relevant. There are instances some artists what's all there kakra na yento on kan ibinum what the fire was also what that bimbium ibinum the shame the sister the way you hu ebiso the fire be shame no when 2016 will fall back again. So I think this is the main reason why you choose them particular topic, now you kasa about the advantages and disadvantages of it, and how say a tool there the things that you can do to help yourself to stay relevant and to sustain your brand also. So I think it's a very nice and educative topic. Yeah, I'll start with you.
14.
I'll start with you. I know that I will note kakra at the moment.
Oh.
And
we are
and how the minimum. The scholarship no go school.
But
Or a shark. Or a shark.
Mama no tia mo school fees.
Hey, it's the girl up for one.
Me mama no tia mo school fees. Me receipt for.
Yeah, man, get on.
All right. Chiranko.
Chiranko.
Omekasena. And then so I think that this is a very nice topic, and let's tackle it in the first phrase, then the second phrase. So maintaining your ground, then the comebacks in the industry. So how do you maintain your ground? Let's take that one first. Then we take the comebacks. And see, as an artist or even an industry person, being relevant in the industry or you being talked over is very important. You must find a way to always pop up in the news feed so that people will still remember you, so that people will still talk about you.
Even when you haven't released a song.
Good.
Okay.
Aside that, Now, hit song, ninya oyeden. Sometimes in Jumbo people just listen, but on your hit.
Okay.
Dope Nation, why a couple of songs or that hit back to back. But you see, there will always be that one particular song be a bar. It will overshadow all the songs that you have. The main relevance no honum from the song aspect. Now, aside there, you bet to one song, you have to hear a lot of conversation about you. Most of the times, people don't like the negative aspect. But we are in a society whereby conversation are more driven to the negative aspect. It
travels faster
than the positive.
Negative stuff travels faster.
The people who the reason why they should post it, they should share it. Few. But beef, then people rush into, get the information. So I think that if you want to maintain your grandson as an artist, you working on the hit songs near the baby out and man for why jam to your song. You should work on the brand. How best you can always put yourself in the news feed.
Okay.
Sarkodie has a way of still being relevant in the industry. Sarkodie release the Odo pardon us at him.
Yeah. Only if you're other visuals. Yeah.
On Coco Flake.
Or is almost on Coco Flake on them tray. You see, Sarkodie has a way of nyama. A young artist, now in the industry, will recognize like you have the feed, then he try to approach you, collaborate with you. And ya obey 1, 2, 3 songs. Obey Njuma obe trend the cool ma obe fa. Now still Sarkodie is still there. And that young artist is willing and happy to collaborate with Sarkodie. Because of a dinner Sarkodie nyama. Because the old Sarkodie that you know from Kasahari, that hard rap no yen. Sarkodie is not doing that thing again.
He's matured now. So
he has matured in the rap game. He has He has a dynamic. He always change the rap style. And he always feature young artists. No, man, more. Sometimes do open up nature there or so feature Nigerian young artists now. Obiana, I think he featured that one young guy be Nandisi Kasembi or say new royalties being bay 1 or 2 stars be.
On your Hokrani,
So I think Sarkodie has that way of being there now. The main artists, young artists we have, but he's very good. People are listening to his music. No, a feature. Now, at least, or no, because you're also willing. Shatta Wale has a way of doing his own thing. Shatta Wale always come and say something. Obey a BB, a becker no one asem.
Sure.
Obey a there, edge with the I didn't see him only at the Madi. But you wouldn't get it. But he still has to be relevant in the news. People have to talk about him so that they will still remember him. On into the moment Shatta Wale have a live feed, working no comedian. Now Echo Post, Shatta Wale now is doing comedy. The following week, everyone will release a job in relating to the trending. Then he's still in there. It be no why I want senior man, why I want boss you. On Ben, young artist, nippon on any yanjum. Now with him win because enjoy why there you like download the baby me mention or baby often economic often utility.
Yeah.
If you do the thing as more and more, then oboko form. I tell you the quality be brave and I feel I don't know when. So you always need something to revive you.
That is it. Why okay, so let's use this example. As I said,
it will lose nutrients. Sometimes
fertilizer, no, fertilizer.
What show but the baby and you yeah, you pay better than
now 1 week.
Good. Yeah, to them star na your baby full. Nti no woman akufi wa drop odonjom. Woman wa drop e enjom o ya abrabo munjom.
Sure.
Nti odu baby no now. Let's take Kweku Smoke. Kweku Smoke when you're next star. We release the 3 albums and in your abrabo. Now people are talking. I didn't know what you are. We releasing new.
What is it? Open so one.
What you see? And so get to a point. He will evolve. He will change. More different style. Kweku Smoke in a different.
Okay, so let me chip in this. You see, this guy, Kumasi Skinny or Osenkrum Skinny.
Yes.
Recently, on
why new song be
highlight
old time high life you be
hip life.
And Charlie, it be dope. Or a carry that Ghanaian sound.
Yeah, you yourself you go listen.
Yeah,
it be true. So what you are saying in there?
If you want to be relevant and still be in the newsfeed, you always have to try new things.
Thank you.
Now, any old artists need be a 1 year relevant is because they don't want to learn new things. Now, in Jomno general, and mind you, genres are always going to come. Yawahana zone to be Afrobeat be hip life hip hop. This is Amapiano Abba. This is what's the Afro fusion.
Yeah.
There are a lot of genres that are coming. You have to learn and still other to produce a sound. Because Amapiano no be everybody try to do Amapiano song because only it's local. So that you still stay relevant. Now where you are doing the ancient nowadays, dada ona nebeya. It wouldn't pick. Only thing you can see Sarkodie has changed from that to that to that.
Okay.
Now me when Shatawale or release some Kweku Smoke style of music nibi. Abrabo Munjom, I don't know if say
I've seen it.
Really also that far.
I've seen it.
So these are all the things that as a young artist, how are everything I them? I maintain all grounds. If it is the news feed in the attack the news feed. Now they be irrelevant. Do something that will make you trend. Now you within. I don't know what honor. Try to learn more journals in the field of music so that you be dynamic, so that you wouldn't be one way. And also what honor. Now let's come back to when you go back and you want to come. Now say equa they be when you leave the music scene. If you leave the music scene, it means that ABA look at Kosunyade, and I are going to take a new style, a new personality, and come back. But man, get on there and relax.
A new personality in what way? Is it that maybe you are going to change your name? Because changing your name is a new personality.
It has an advantage and disadvantage.
How are we tone of
style?
Voice, the way are not.
On the Ebo Epede Kosunyade. Ebo Opede Kosunya anala obe producing engine. And
okay.
Obesua new style. Like on the engine, you have to learn. You have to learn and unlearn certain things. But say a cat that maybe you are not doing that. Maybe now you are focused on a different thing. Now and now and sounds so bad.
Yeah, sounds like a new
Emfa.
That's so there no. I can't call you anything. Anything relating to the music.
I can't get business. Now sounds so bad. Pedal fans and what sounds would tail back. No. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so let me say this. There's one guy recently in Kakakra or Western Hadiala. So I tried to revive him. You know this guy. Or your OG Snibby. On that I use some is it singlet? Yeah, singlet. Yeah. I tried to
back.
But Adnum fa
style no.
And that is a fact.
When Kosunyade
Adnum fa.
Intimate news them takrade from them 2015 to 2020 the style of Jomna they had that kind of trend of song be an awunya wobo. It's one that they all look the same.
They all sound the same.
The same. And they say I didn't release beat no be they all sounded the same. And they got to about like, why the way now? Why they will follow Kufine style. Until now, there people are changing, go far for different. They are learning new stuff. And if say singlet or queno, I don't know what he did, but if Otina Fum on those and maybe bring a new sound.
For the singlet aspect, let me just jump in.
Okay.
please, the audience should not take ideas more into in relation to what he said. Like maybe Nkusiade, maybe he learned, but maybe putting certain strategies.
He said maybe.
Maybe.
He added maybe.
The reason I'm saying that is because I was a witness to one thing. There was a time where Feeling Boy Khalifa, we were in the studio where we just realized that a call came in and it was Singlet. He came to the studio and this was his comment. I've heard about you and I've heard that now the trend that is going on is Afrobeats. I want to learn. That's what he said.
Okay.
And learning on that, he wants to use the boy's talents or how the guy does his
He
Afrobeat.
produced very good. He's
Yes,
very
how
good.
he does his Afrobeats, and he used to. And we had a song like Your Body. We did the remix, and trust me, it was dope. It's unfortunate that they were due to some hard disks crash, and so we lost a lot of things. But sometimes people go back, they learn a lot, and they come back. But sometimes
one
the
is there.
strategy, the
In
strategy
fact-
is another.
Okay.
Then I make him. If you go back and you learn,
Yeah.
Ebabaka, you try to implement whatever that you learned, then it will work for you. Maybe maybe you are doing something totally different from the music scene because you have a couple of artists that were hits by Antoine Nkebiem.
Sure.
Hane binum so wonim how we be maintaining one sound. No one sounds why I stay because this guy, Larry.
Yeah.
On the
that
inside.
song.
Ozana.
Osanso yeah. Osanso sample the same song. And people were like, why and do why sample your own song?
Yeah.
Now, Jensen Nkabi, we don't know. Probably if he's cooking something, we don't know. So there are a couple of artists that they have been in this phase. Other watch no. Say LA and Jomona nebia if you music sim neke husuya debi. That one is fine. Shatawale was Bandana. Bandana na Shatawale de Bandana. No yeah there. Only hit song another no
his
nyadi.
song. Hard guy. He has been hard since.
He has been hard. And also there, oh yeah, Bandana now do we also there be uncle.
Okay.
Baby uncle suya
Point
de.
of question. Also, when you're famous, but when you're scar.
Onyeska.
And that was a fact.
The music, the business
That's
aspect.
Obenye score the fame.
Although question the business aspect. Opposite Sunday, you question every free Jamaica or whatever that. Obia suya BB. It got to a point. Saturday releasing you for like 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah, and we were saying that, why?
Now Saturday releasing you. Saturday, you see that thing.
Yeah.
Obia artist bia be face the mad no. It got to a point. I won't be funny. About to a point if you are funny, you have to stay back, go and learn, come back.
Okay.
And I think that is it.
Okay. Eddie,
Yeah.
bro.
All right. You see, Obano and John Mawan, they make the artist know your voice, know the kind of music you bring out.
Know your voice and know the kind of music you bring out.
There are some voices who are the bar, we are in June too. You find them Michael Jackson or sing, no, or rapper. I want you with them.
Okay.
You get it. But Michael Jackson, only if he's singing in Port Boko, baby, about to my blend and walk a crack. Maybe about to my call rock song.
Yeah.
No, a rocker, what a better there, nay, jingles, and
Well, I think related kakra.
yeah, Bona Michael no corner. But then, this Nigeria girl, Lamide, session a trend. All about what Baba show. No, I relax, I share the trend, how music is going. No, I formulate not no shame. The man, am I?
Yeah.
Rapping,
Yeah,
Okodu
yeah,
baby. No, you way. Because rap, no, people are used to your rap. So bring another star. You're born there. You're changing from the way I told you. Shatawale. Shane sama bandana from Ghana. And to compare ne current music here, why rocky style. That is how I no what make you for BB today. Training assembly see not that phone or that bar out. You understand? Until BB today, I mean my tonjum man ko faji matum today party was the mu babo bomjuma sakwade patapa obonyu kekekeke maybe I won't kekeke if njumba be kekeke na yinufu
Uniform.
Others, we have to sit back, find a way that you can come in. Ebia, your choice of words in the no ne music no, they don't tally. Nti therefore bibi fufure de ba. Black Sheriff yeah the same thing. Black Sheriff. Actually old time they all singing now. Different from now.
Yeah.
Because now no or the pressure this shenu
So oh yeah trap. First
Yeah.
when he was singing.
Singing.
He
First,
was very
no.
good.
First no I say but obe this year no or the pressure be that cat you know ma all look
Some
different
voice
from
be some aura.
We're finding rebel music.
Another trap.
the main side for here okay here recently Shekojo be there or the energy keshim or the baby no right pin though but in the way or the rap no but so rami be yeah baby ma or looking different from the others which means that one kind of about not to because of artists or better about make way from need perform nation and it is like that so when I can say sing that Martin Anka first of all baby or Gigi to
Oh, yours.
but the question is Akko, I relax. You've gotten the fame. What are you bringing new from the previous one that you were? But then, a person wants to know about to do the same thing. Not that far. Cannot anyway, no. No head out. It's in Jumna. About a party, I will TikTok. I hate the end of
Also.
Oh, head out. Okay. I said, can I test that or rap?
Yeah.
That was studio. But all rapper ne Castro. No, na some Ojan. O start do here singing. Oh, fi. This any be about singing. And obey singing no wajinu tum. After sha that I had a look there. What can was some that I should ndum. Ndum no can all to ama no. All to ama one obete. Don't share and some record no. Wabo. This guy too.
Last minute now.
Smoke.
No TFS smoking.
Thomas starting ndum no rap America way. I want to win. But just be a bear fire. Yes, but Obia DH. But I sound the last album, not the band. What track upon another one? I'm making the one track.
What we mean? Omitting
number one track number, but one track on so but I say, are they senior Mupemini? Senior Mupemini.
Yeah. I think no work with me neither.
Or work with me, no. Senior Mupem, or work with me, no.
Amen.
Check.
Any on banner.
I like that.
Well, really,
album the day.
well, the previous one because why you homework in here? Ya you are too. Until you see an Alabama. A day it makes some new brand be. Maybe I'm not more to do me. Sisia Shatawale, Sako de what to do me. Coffee bone, and to me pick it. Shatawale, Sako didn't win any big come from Shemidinum. I say move another. Though you are not singing like a Sako de but after
Abu de Boga.
After no way any be. After no way any be nedina. I ain't Ghanaians no. At least no be me lazy. Me apart from or bravo pen me there or a legend or tune or bring new things. Or rap
Cry recruiting coffee.
or a singer. And anytime you're the new or the music baby or share how a trend no that but on the music you could then go do baby to the air no hip hop way be
Say chido baba
or bravo by hip hop ni be kakra.
I like.
You could do baby singing no. You be shame on the manifest. Over shame.
I'm very good with the singing.
Yeah, over shame.
Was
You
singing.
see, these are the people they learn. They are the legend that they learn. But it be
So what they cry is singing.
as
And
a
just after rap
Mary, I think.
as a they be young artists here who 1 year or takradi.
Okay.
And hit is bigger than Obrafo. But then Obrafo one hit in Obrafo put more clue every day. The music is dynamic, so you have to change.
You have to change, Charlie.
But still now over there, branding the band no. Last meeting, but they make the
Charger.
you ought to know.
Oh no, go
What
go.
baby, you get used to. But I don't know so a change in Kakra.
Baby, no other him.
Hey, Kofi, Kwame Eugene. Oh no, be no you see all day. On the jack
I think they were really
on the jack
EP.
share on the jack will track be one. Me tell Mr. That is the guy. What goes Yandi? Or 2 year moon no. We're changing the way of singing.
Okay.
You understand? So
man for sole bash, no.
when you go back and
I mean,
you
you did that. We're bashing that. I don't see the reason which Ghana what can ask them too much. Them.
me nkote ya bo me
Oh,
abo
man,
ma
say
say
that,
that
but-
I
I
don't just contract and I mean, minty for a bomb. I just
mo na won e bi na we promote
Well, yeah, well, they are
feed
doing
me
well.
no so feed
and promotion I care no. Sometimes how you promote your music to
Sure.
you have a good song, but if you don't get good promotion, baby,
oh
you understand?
them.
Because now the social media is there to promote music. The boy can share the me one of us so here dance god me na dia. What to my so at to da.
you know maybe people oh yeah a sound jump on the trend
Yeah.
and the number no one fans
Yeah.
that
Dance challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but make way.
I think this time around Osanso will decline.
what they say them on the first
thing is
now and the
declining.
artist may release you and the what the best song
Yeah.
all the song go baby
Now
Yeah.
declining.
what the best song
It's true.
So what I feel is new music, even the artist in the room that they were, look at your voice. The more voice you no kwahadi oboboma. Men consider more beating and young name from back. You still be declining from this the waves. Just make sure that no studio and woman beat na meya. Mo another studio woman beater. How am I going to even compare the old me? Because Obrafo the hammer. No catch hammer there. Hammer. See some person make a singing. Now my catch why not go? Obrafo can singing that's still now. Or still relevant. And Obrafo they are still relevant. You understand? So you look at who they are better than a Snow Joby or Snowbee.
Snowbee or
Snowbee,
Takrady.
Takrady guy. On the sing that na day. One snow kweku BBB kwesi abada no so batun bi na say we film. They should sit down, come up with a good. Most of the na ye kweku ko kweku hu chebi alo paso she. Oye babu.
Okay.
Oye babu. So
okay
can
superior
ah no, kwesi abada also no so also babu there.
Pre.
Chebia.
and Perry
So you have to change from the way the main studio and the studio why beat mama. Let me move to another studio.
Sakode mostly do that.
Go to another studio. Yeah.
Studio, you know, this sound in your most of the same.
Yes.
producer be our next style
It's coming from
any
them campy.
ugly and tough and you know Afrobeat
Yes.
Change.
Eti Chris or Afrobeat
You see.
Eti this guy but Nancy on the medical oh this guy ASBBB he also a producer on normal hip hop obi a one speciality
Yeah. That do
Do not disturb.
hip hop only there hip hop A-Town
A-Town
A-Town hip hop
A-Town.
I think it's on another American man.
on the next
hip hop, yeah.
no hip hop
Into America
Producer
no
be
show one. Into America so that they make America the others say studio no quite different studio. That lumber and still one studio. No you know coffee be here. Nto ma no ndwune dem bia hwe papa Yansum na did one studio to hit one album penai but that lumber or the different album but hit because no change the studio. So you have to check the studio so but modify voice and how
Sure.
voice
So producer Biana and
Sometimes changes studios to have certification.
yeah.
or sometimes the producer and the assistant beat them kakra
So I think sometimes you have to do with the procedure, the producer
producers, yeah.
changing because A-Town does hip hop. But if you
Yeah.
listen to Do Not Disturb, it was high life hip hop. He learned something and he changed it.
that's why they can
something
just-
They themselves
Obi a one speciality Obi a one speciality
Charles.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, so for the music industry, they've all said it. My brothers have spoken a lot. Coming from what Idea said, the music industry is more of like there's a lot of pressure in the music industry. And if you're an up and coming artist or you're already in the mainstream or you're already into the music industry, understand you are going to get pressure from the music industry. And some of this pressure you are going to get is something like record labels. If you're into record labels, like how
Black Sheriff.
Kwesiata and then Black Sheriff are going to have these kind of issues. You need to endure in them. And as well as you also look at the public opinions, trends, people come up with their way of thinking. Your music need to blow. You shouldn't look into that and then maybe Omura should just quit. Just quit your music or something like that. You need to keep going. And for this kind of topic, I'm going to categorize it into you are going to look at the maintaining the grounds, and also how you're going to come back, or relevance in coming back. With maintaining the grounds, you spoke about trends, but just as you're following the trends, you also look at your identity. If your identity was to speak to the youth, and you want the youth to listen, the message you're sending for them to listen. If you're moving from hip hop and you're going to Afrobeat, let that identity be transcend. Let it trace that, oh, okay, I've changed my melodies, I've changed my beats, but let it be the way that I'm still speaking to the youth. Kinata would always speak to the people about proverbs and stuff. When he moved to Ifeokuma Love, he still brought proverbs. You see, he still brought certain things to tell you about you, young guy, even behind the scene. He was telling you about certain things, and that is his identity. You are following the trends, all right, but do not follow the trends and go and sing and leave your identity of who you are. You get it. Sarkodie even still sings, but he still have the trend of singing and he raps. Sarkodie doesn't stop rapping. No. But he still brings that identity. I mean, you get it. It's that's his identity. And another aspect is also boundaries. Your boundaries should matter. If you notice that Kinata hardly have features in his music, because he feels like this is my song and this is how I want the music to go. Not every artist that knocks at your door, I want a feature, then you just jump on the song. You should listen to the song, you should listen to the words, you should listen to, if your identity is, you just need to sing songs that advice to the youth. And someone is bringing crack, king. You just have to know on how. That's the reason why you have a lot of battles in the music industry where I've sent him a music and he's not willing to, he doesn't want to jump on the song. These are some of the things you need to look at because the person is looking at boundaries and identity. You get it. And then for the last on the maintaining your grounds is your mental resilience. Like, you know that there are a lot of pushbacks, public talks and everything are going out there that are against your music. Even your own fans can come at you.
Sure.
You look at how Medical had his issues with highest area. And then you see that Shatta fans came at him that if you don't do this, we're not going to follow you again. You see kind of things. You need to find a way of how you can, as matured you are and how matured he was able to handle this kind of things. So you need to have a mental resilience on knowing on how to handle these things by maintaining your grounds. I've said these 3 things on maintaining your grounds. Now move to the reality of coming back. Now with the coming back, there's one thing you should also look at. Both of them are stated as reinventing. That means you go, you sit down, you learn, then you come back.
So you are coming to reinvent something?
Yes, you are going to reinvent something. Yeah. There's one particular person that I listened to his song with Shatta Wale, which is Burna Boy. If you listen to Burna Boy and Shatta Wale, they had a song. Hosanna. It was dancehall.
Definitely.
Yeah.
One of the craziest.
It was dancehall.
Yeah.
But when was the last time Burna Boy released dancehall?
No.
No.
He does Afro.
And after the Hosanna, go and read his story. After Hosanna, I stand to be corrected. He was arrested.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know if it was before or after. He was arrested in the UK.
For?
I don't know, but I don't want to give. But he was arrested. I think he went through some certain things.
Yeah, he had issues. So.
He had issues.
He had issues.
Yeah, for that one, I know.
He had a lot. And one thing about it is that he sat down. His mom helped him a lot. Came back and he's Burna Boy, the giants of Africa.
Yeah.
You see, so you need to reinvent yourself, know on how you can go back, learn on certain things, and come back. Don't come back as a joke. You need to come back and know how you're going to promote your music, your production, how the audience. If you don't have a fan base, it's so pity that you might have a hit song and you don't have a fan base.
That one too is there. You have to create a fan base.
You have to create a fan base. See, if you want to go far, it's the fan. But if you want to go faster, then you go and you
start working.
You start working.
The young artist number one creative fan base.
That
one too. I think I missed that point.
Yes.
The fan base is very, very
important. So if you come back, Burna Boy didn't have a fan base. Burna Boy, he didn't have a fan base. I'm telling you.
How to even have a name for them? Like
yes.
Metihadiana and Medical. Once a way I need them BYK family, BYK family. Or the Twitter boys now don't want to do the and now our typical fan base like kind name the control Medical no one say more Twitter.
They'll come at you.
You see, so you look at all this.
This is what Kwesiata don't have. They be our bash no.
You see,
recently releasing a day. Now we promote the song only. Then the people were like, no, Kwesi, you are too grown for this. You don't have to do certain things. Let the boy, because of small chop where they go chop.
So be
You
like
see?
you're
So
selling
sometimes you need to reinvent yourself by going and come and learn something better. Just as yeah, and then Eddie has said. And then another aspect is the timing and your strategy. And I have something important to say is that when you're dropping the music, when the audience is ready, okay, and you have something that you want to, it's meaningful, you want to see, don't just drop it, okay. What matters the most is that be active and drop it at the right time. So let's take it that you have a song. I can tell you that Shatawale has almost like 100 songs in this, because when you're a sound producer, you produce your own song.
Yeah.
You have a lot of songs. Some people even have like 500 songs. But you look at what the trends is going, your timing, and you pick it. If it is even a cake, try and then modify it, and then strategically you just release it to the market. This is how you need to do when you want to come back. So maybe you might have old songs. The old songs are there. Let me give you an example. You know, have you heard of Dope Nation? There's a Check Mazingo.
Yeah.
That song was released somewhere around 2011. That song was released 2011.
Yeah. He was with Dope Nation.
That song was released around 2011 or 2012. When it was 2011, 2012, Check Mazingo, the same title. But it was more of like rap. Typical rap, hip hop. And that one, I can tell you, if you listen to it today, you will still fall in love with it. But I was there and I heard Check Mazingo. Hey, but why? What's up? Then they've made it a little bit different. And Sarkodie loved the tune and say he wants to jump on it because they took Hammer's beats. And then they just reinvent it. Okay. So you are coming back from your old beats, but you have to make sure that Ghana piano they are playing today is not any song. It's a song that have been old songs that are bringing back by changing melodies.
Okay.
So amazing. All those songs are old songs that I know. But then they've changed the melodies and they've made it more strategic. And then the last one is, this is something that is very interesting. You need to own your story. The own your story is the fact. Let me use Kwesi Arthur. Sorry, he's my party, but let me use him as an example. You know, when you are an artist, and you know, artists go through depressions, they go through a lot of mind, like physiological issues and stuff. They psychologically they are not. It's not easy for them. People think that as they are making music, they're making fame, but some of them go into drugs and stuff. When you go and they're coming back, sometimes it's not easy. So when you're owning your story, when you're coming back, you speak to your audience, you speak to the fans. Charlie, it wasn't easy for me. Okay. Although not everything you need to speak out, but there are some certain important things you need to just let them know.
Make them feel
what you want. Yes, your story, so that your fan base will be like, oh, okay, that is why. I
think that's what this guy did. You met Kweku Smoke. That's what he did.
Yes. When you do that, imagine you're my friend, and then you say, I've stopped calling you of late. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And you start telling me that, Charlie, hey, you don't know what I went through. I went through this. Trust me, the call I was talking to you about, I will change my narrative and be like, oh, then I'm bad, oh, Charlie. I would have called you rather. So that's one thing about people do not know. When you go back, and maybe the singlet you're talking about, maybe he went through a lot.
Yeah, he did. For that one.
So you need to, maybe the first thing as an artist, you can just go to social media, and then maybe the radio touring. Tell people, speak on the speaker, like your fans. Your fans were so angry about your music. Why did you just stop? You didn't say anything. So you're coming back to say something. Tell them the reason why you're out. And they'll sympathize with you. Find ways and means to rebuild your brand again. And then take it from there.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so,
40.
Why can't somebody...
Sure,
there's something that I actually want to know. You know, some recently artists who are walk there crack. Who are willingly so on your pay. Who are pressure be an until the way I can have a paper. But what now? What about back? We've seen some dropping new singles and stuff. Let's use Reggie Zippy. Yeah, Reggie Zippy. No, yeah, high life nowadays, hip life nowadays. Okwaya was so baby. I think recently releasing him nowadays. Extra Smith, upon board the wife of Florence. Florence, so being she also.
Charlie, this woman can't scare you.
You can't scare.
Charlie, why should the music video?
Man,
Enkwala bring me 99.
I know what na ndado na bi na no man.
To be sakra be 5.
A day. E boy na sakra bi. Okwede kakra. Recently me hu dem dey why new gospel bi. But still it looks like they are finding it difficult. And the but they are finding it difficult
to accept you, but because of a lot of conversation around her and the husband.
But you see, Shatta Wale call there for 10 years. Osanso back with full force. And this time around, he's even much bigger than first in Oya Bandana. So these two scenarios, what is actually causing the eBay and the wage, but eBay and the way to wage? What is the cause?
Shatta Wale, okay, no, no. He had a new fusion of taking the street, the for street. It's even the new music video. They may enter the net. Oh, he has that street
vibes.
One of the street boys, you know, they picking a fan base, know who they know. Others started Shatta movement. Others started them anyway. Until on the comeback no
was it an intentional thing that this is this is what I want to do. I want
already
to target
our ground so. But now people don't know him as Shatta Wale. If you go back at the bandana po, today be I him there now to them. Today Samini day.
Batman.
Then times you know a bandana Batman like
Yogi
we had that kind of people. Now, one name Jumno there. Okay, them sound, them Ghana African sound, no. Them go for them old time, no.
Nah, hip life, original.
What I say? Ha. Them time Linda, Linda. As I say, them time, no. Them because I sometimes listen to that songs on air for them old time. And some worry about what the new style. As a Sanidin. Oh, from Shatta, from Samini, and obey so Samini no so no. It was working, because no on him, he has a blueprint already. It is a elo corner kakeda. Ebiana elo compo no already no one kasa and gain the good grounds.
Near the sense of cock for them.
And the kede.
Elbasa for good grounds.
What I say? Gain the good grounds near the quay.
The fundamental
because Shatta Wale lokono ne bandana no na yenim there. Or Honum, he had a good ground. Samini Olokono, he had a good ground. You have people, I move the Saquon and continue once and did. Aslaha, waiting widen, or the other Bima. I think they say before you believe in, make sure there you have a good grounds. It's my build some loyal fan base beer or Honum will be tea. I had a median for their who beam. Because, you artists, meeting about artists, bear, they had a good song.
Sure.
But we need good grounds. One build any fan base beer,
community beer,
on any idea all how some artists be known. Now, Kwame Eugene releasing Juma. I don't know they be I don't know be I don't know, but people are really bashing their name Juma and EP now why not.
Many about Tanama.
Me could tell you, but that is what people are saying. The EP, I made it more time. I did Twitter. Twitter they are more fan of like they are or they are going to move to you and
show you and stuff.
Me go share TikTok one also how over fan ready. But Twitter now people are really throwing there. Oh Charlie, ready and yet
below belt.
And Kwame Eugene I try although we release a couple of good songs, but only a hit song for the past I think from the old album no releasing now the Yolo na Monica no. On the yenya the make Kwame Eugene vibe in him, but getting towards this year, no.
Maybe at that time, no, or under Links,
yeah.
Yes.
No. I think he just came out from Links.
Monica.
Monica, no, yeah. Then question to step out from.
But no feel.
Don't feel bad.
No, on the last project,
I think your and I check out because I think record labels also pushes you.
Sure, that one
it plays a bigger role.
That one is true.
Because before they release a new record label, when
they have their structures. They have structures. But
when you're a single artist,
honestly,
you need to do everything. If you don't have fan base, you have to do everything all by yourself.
On any idea, Kwame Eugene will increase. I think Kiddy the other to Moshe the Madden, although he's doing well for himself.
But
they all have to create a fan base. from Kim Promise. I don't know why the singers know. Because the fan base, I want to challenge other fan base in my conversation. Why you know? Because say when they beam for the casa,
SM.
Ada all affected manifesting, so you know, create fan base.
Only fan base.
Now, Echo Twitter now said that there is always argument on the better rapper between Medical and Kwesiata. I know Medical respect Kwesiata a lot. That one is there. But they be able to the BYK people are moving to Kwesiata because only fan base. Only artist number to it. Because the assembly is here between Shatawale and Stonebwoy. What they are, Omofa dots keke.
FSU of Pa.
Jawon comment section one.
But you see, the truth, what he's saying is true. If you look at the African top musicians,
They all have fan base.
Even someone like Diamond Platnumz, they all have fan base. If you don't have a fan base, forget it.
You're not
recognized. Your song can blow, but you're not recognized.
You are nothing.
Famous than the artist.
The artist, yeah, you have a lot of them. You have a lot of songs, but you're not.
You don't know even. You don't know the artist, but
you don't know
the
I'm telling the truth.
So it's true
because of the fan base issue.
So I think they should.
But let me jump in for the Shatawale issue. The Shatawale comments you just made on. With the timing and the strategy, there's something people do not know. When you go, you need to go and work on songs. If that is only if you want to come back. Some people like maybe Tiflo who went for education and all those things. That one day. But if we are having the intent of coming back tomorrow, what you need to do is that release songs, not release songs maybe the media. Like make sure that you put in the songs and the work.
Okay, wait. So releasing songs doesn't mean that you need to have a pile of songs there recorded.
Yes.
As an artist there.
So you wake up,
No, not just wake up and you just release them.
No, I'm not talking about just today. Do you feel like then you release it?
Do you know
but
why?
You know that this is the right time. Then
so imagine, let's take this scenario. Imagine if you're an artist, you're up and coming artist, and you have only one song, and then you blow tomorrow, and then you get the public who are always praising you, and you're bringing the next song. That song is not better than the old song release. You're famous.
Sometimes you get to create better songs when you are not even up there.
Yes. You see, and when you sit down, sometimes you have this kind of creativity. You have this spontaneous creativity. People go through broken hearts to create better songs and all those kind of things.
Let me chip in. This artist, he's an Ewe guy. Recently, Abaka Shatawale Nasam. Releasing some his song not knowing there or you're broken heart when you're broken heart no they release them.
Ewe guy.
Okay, Shatawale Nasam was in there or make you comment about Shatawale name you time no or
on them.
You let's talk. I think
so sometimes this kind of creativity when you go out there you can even sing songs based on your emotions. Maybe you are going through depression. You release those songs and put them there. Make sure that those songs maybe are going to the trends that maybe are flowing. Okay. When you are coming back, don't just come back and release a song. You don't just come back. Those fans that you left, you need to bring a message to tell them why, like I stated, you need to tell them the reason why. Now you brand yourself. If you are changing your name, you need to also go out there telling the people why you've changed your name. The reason why you've now changed your name from this to that. Maybe redemption.
Even with Kwesiata's.
Yes. You need to now know why you trim your because we all know that your hair there was that kind of bushy. So why you trimming your hair? Maybe I want redemption. I want to let people know this. So when you are saying all these things, people will know that okay, now you've got to know why you are back. Now, where the music day? That's when you see Shatawale dropping back to back. He dropped like 20 songs.
Sorry for cutting you. Kamido.
Kamido.
You get some hit song.
Sugarcane.
You get. Was it Sugarcane?
Sugarcane. The hit song is Sugarcane.
Yeah,
Sugarcane. Sugarcane.
Okay.
No, after Sugarcane, sang another song.
After Sugarcane, guess what?
Where he was singing with the lady, I think he was having some bed sheets or.
But on the official artist be Nana NF.
No, it's a new song.
You
release a new song, Ghana.
Old but after
Sugarcane, use a name of a person.
After Sugarcane,
yeah.
Kaba.
After Sugarcane, I'm sure that Gina, please try and check it for me. On your broken heart.
Yeah, I remember.
Then he used that.
The song was nice.
The song was really nice.
Is it a recent song or?
Oh, no, almost like a year.
But when something happens to you and you put that passion into the music, you tend to give people good message. You understand? It's not about ABI. The trend is going. Not that the
I'm
trend,
not sure that one.
not that the trend is going to know. Usu will take a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your music can even come and have a different dimension. Everybody will follow.
Yeah,
you.
everybody will follow it. Yeah.
But you see, being a broken heart, not order German bar, not there for broken heart, or speak passion from the heart. You
Sure.
understand? So be ko busium na busiani ye na de kayaka. No bonoro bon juma ba busio for by you could see that there's passion against the music.
true.
So when you are coming, the message and then the beat. Shatawale ni the king. Say no old music, no new music. We change beat, you know.
We change crowd.
We change beat. This a beat or the number or different.
Even now, I have changed it again.
No, about them crown on my head.
That one is different.
Yeah, different.
That's what that was sound like. That's when it sound like this guy, Kwesi Smoke. That there's a part of it where it was a bit more like.
But look, Jamaica is in a board project.
The song is Something Lasts Forever.
And NLF. Only the main Jomuna or releasing. I think I remix with.
Yeah, he did the remix
Kim
with
Promise,
Nothing Lasts
Kevin
Forever.
Boy,
Nothing
and
Lasts
Kim
Forever.
Paluta.
I think that's the title.
Nothing
Lasts
Forever. On an American.
So you see, or two women with emotions. Ada or man or call the meaning. You see, on that kind
But it's so painful that when you're releasing that song and the fans love that song, they expect you to release another song like
Sure.
the songs,
and that's
songs
where
are not coming.
and the songs are not coming. So you have to find. You see, someone like Black Sheriff when he released the first song was what?
First sermon.
First sermon. I'm telling you, he knew that second sermon was there. Like the second sermon was already packed, waiting for the first sermon to just blow it and he just released it. He knew.
What he did.
Yes, like he knew very well that
That's
this
why
was
he that's why the title itself is First Sermon.
the second sermon.
Yeah. So he definitely at the back of his mind
predicted that this yes.
Yeah.
So you have to just time.
But he didn't know that Burna Boy would jump on it.
That one
That
there.
was
That is it.
But Benjamin for Oceania.
Oh.
hey,
Or they made rock star or pop star.
pop star.
Or the bed or the bed share system. How they
Or the test is
or testing you know wanna know. What about one jina? Let me sit back. Into new why didn't you? This is a real hold demo. He's now recording them back again. Put certain things in it. Because when they me train am the bedembia no kofa used to. So let me use another way. So but release album I release one track B. No, we release another track. No, we release another track.
Yeah.
But this time other than track B.
Pop star and the band.
We jay.
You see,
We would know music in DM do kono. Mem kono mke yenye bimbra. So people
I think he was thinking there. You easily accept the pop star. No?
Pop star,
it contains in some, but that wasn't the style I went in Black Sheriff. No?
The name more of a trap on a trap.
Kofi Kenyatta can't be there. Then you more to Sisiano. Only there on to video. But not on the rap.
Yeah.
Or the rap into Kofun say some American.
Since all they are singing no
rappers have way too.
Rappers
have
they
voice, can sing a
within
lot.
3 seconds. So it's my concern be
They but if you're not,
Let me just jump on this aspect about. I learned something, even though I'm not a musician, and I learned this wonderful thing. If you're a musician out there and you want to bring album, and this album you don't even know how it's going to sell in the market, it's best you release them one
and test the water.
One, not even test the waters. Let me say, just release them one, because once you release 10 songs or 7 songs, trust me, you have only 1 or 2 songs that is nice for you. But when it's African humans, that's how we are. But you release those 7 songs, one, maybe after every 3 months you release 1 song. Before December, maybe if you release 4, then December you now say I'm going to bring an album. Then those albums now remain only 3. They just add the 3 to the 7. The 4 you've already done and make a 7 album. That is when you have the people. That's what Black Sheriff does.
yeah,
And
because they already know.
know the song, and that is when he's going to stand on the stage and is going to make those kind of like shows. People know how to sing the song.
Yeah.
Jumping in on Kwame Eugene, he has not even released a song apart from a very long
Then-
time.
No,
Then he just
release
released an
the
album.
album.
Then you don't even test. It's not even test even one of the song to see. Oh, let me know. Let me survey and see if my fan base will like the song, or even the Ghanaian music industry might might dance to it. If they don't like it, then I come back, restructure myself, and then go back again and release the songs.
And let me add this. With a flyer that I saw Kwame Eugene releasing, First, first over me to me. Ya say
Yeah, sweet.
No share golden glows too.
Yeah. Pop star.
Diamond pop
eh.
star but I don't know or two. And then the same diamond headband bonny too. I don't buy me too American in there. Black Sheriff Damadi. Or yebi. No share gloves one. Kwame Jawaka say two. People would definitely bash this
Maybe
guy.
you already had that plan long time.
Maybe already, but since
change
it to amend it.
Change it.
Something like that. No, you just need to.
Yes.
Fast.
Change it.
Because
Omale, let me pitch in. Omale card of the sound the bill.
okay.
But one boss today before I realized no the Pacono.
Yeah, I think I saw the interview.
You finish.
He didn't mention Remes.
One bonny man.
Remas confessed and said that it's true. Him and Omale had the opportunity to talk. They're friends, and he told him that this is a beat I'm going to bring, and he realized that Omale is keeping along with the beat. Okay, let me just take that concept and then do my own.
Then
the song is now.
So who there? Why didn't if you own him? Any keep over there afar.
No,
Tomale, the man bomb no do. But Obachana.
This is we release
one. The one that the monster was dancing in front of him. No, there was one that. Yeah. That's one of them. And that one, he was also going through depression.
He only the Afro depression.
Was going through depression.
Okay, so guys,
he's very good though.
I want to use this. Eddie, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this before. Guys, please. As we are educating ourselves, we are also educating the general public as well. And I'm using this platform to tell the upcoming artists today. This is a platform where we try our possible best to send education out there. So I believe it will be prudent for them sometimes to channel their attention here, be watching Code Room, because we give facts. We try to bring you the best. That's and you are an upcoming artist, you will need stuff like this. For consulting, we give them for free here. You enjoy who the Cebu about to
premium.
About 2 days and that. Even a you're consulting the sister about use cancer. So guys, please try and focus on the Code Room also, and then let's try and build this channel, and then you also build your craft. By the way, you can also bring a release in human day. Code Room, we are ever ready for you to promote your song, to support you. Just something small biara, because at least you have to prepare the one why they eat one small be what you one half. So yes, so easy now. So guys, waba patronize us, okay? Patronize us. So so Mr. Charles, your last.
I didn't nod my head.
You didn't nod your head. We need it. Your last words, then maybe your social media handles.
Okay, yeah, so my last words for.
Guys, remember, sorry, the mutual one. Yen, camera cruise, no, what's it? What was Semika? You know, I'm me too. Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if he's the right person to sing another, because actually I'm not doing that.
And then another time.
I believe we will leave it here for now.
Sure.
Next week you are here. Next week you are on the set. So, Mr. Charles.
Okay, so the letter I can say is concerning the passing of the law for the paternity test. Let's DNA thing. Yes. Oh, the not for me person.
They hear you.
It's Charlie. The brotherhood are bleeding.
Oh, Charlie.
Boys are paying things that they are not willing. They are not even ready for. So it's best the parliamentary people have a quick, swift way of doing it, so that if you can now know on how we the brothers, how we put on we clear our pipes.
Bless up to A+. Oh no, or started the main.
Yes. And another thing about the maintaining the ground and then the relevance of coming back. As an artist, if you think that you are going to make it alone, trust me, it can be possible. Even humans, even the Lord said it in scripture that you need to pass through another person to get help when you need it. But whilst you are seeking for help, know the level of trust and words you are giving to that person, because the person might also mislead you into certain things. So the only thing I can just add up to the conclusion is, as an upcoming artist or the artist that are already in the mainstream, just go back, make sure you learn on whatever you've been through or why the mistakes you did, and then find a way of going around it and then be the better of you. Okay. That's the only thing I can say. Okay. My social media handle is Kabios Okeke on all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I'm not a content creator though, but you can reach me out there.
Thank you. You get some positive mind be. So if you need any idea, you can just contact me about more free advice. Eddie.
Yeah. So the little is at least now when people post and get best of them, Charlie. They are only there to set you up to be a better version of yourself. So you shouldn't be saying that be a back at the master so what say my investment, Don't come up with those things. Fight your own battle. Just do what you can. And then this DNA issue too, let's all embrace it.
Let's all embrace it.
Both male and female. Because it's there to help both of us so that early stage we'll know what to do and what not to do, so that Nkafa hobby empowerment waste of time there. Yes, Nkafa waste of time there and famba. And to be honest, Mother Mahamas, like for not releasing your information and your health data now, I'm really, really impressed. Yeah, MPP. But then what the move Muhammad took, I'm really in very good support with him. So you should
your social media handles. Don't forget.
Oh, media, I'm just TikTok. When you come, I'm there, I'm buffing, I'm dancing, I'm doing everything there. So it's Edward dot appear. You find me there. Oh, but one of me below. My Facebook I didn't put it. Oh yeah, Mr. Og. Oh no, me I not go do that.
Oh okay.
Who go naked eat salad?
Jamu go naked. Be say be minimum hade. Obo share onu down. Obo share yam.
Who go naked eat salad?
Obo join the dots.
You won't mention my name. Yo. Audi minimum Audi.
One kasa. Na media ni nature the number plates. Yeah, kasa. All right, so the MS the A+ one where they will move now. On an amolotran, maybe or pass them maybe not.
DNA.
I'll think of a serious relationship.
Okay.
Why?
Be a class my lecture.
Are they? Then I'll think of what? Getting married.
Where are the ladies' please?
So that I know that this year another day we have something governing our children. Men should be more do classes now.
David.
One day in a on your banner. Tunisia, they don't want to ask it. And the artists too. Whatever we talked about here, they shouldn't take it as offense. Just learn something. In that here they become once and ever criticize, ever positive, ever negative. Then you know here, or they come once and now we didn't wait to reach new audience so that people will know you. Know the them boy I know what can I want me. Me question name. Okay. Where I know when them I didn't know. Or be far. As I'm not acting on na people at maybe I come home some date. Men found on kutin. As some more can it will lead to a conversation. Somebody will try to find out. Yeah, okay, yeah, quite wine. We see a wine. People try to find out. They try to get information. So artists and whatever that we said here, try and learn something out of it. When you nyansa ni pakufu you know, bit me things from it. You learn and you unlearn. So that is it. Our ideas on all social media platforms. I play on YouTube. So on YouTube, I'm your Idea Studios. Get me there, Charlie. Let's have fun.
Okay, here's your ideas. As usual. Need you know your ideas. Any ideas be but you're contacting. or you be a craving pa. Because Sisi Ade free.
Tight is 70 no. Yeah, 1 year now for free.
Okay.
Tight.
So approach on Jekasi. Into you know, to be answer.
I go Pentecost too.
Okay, guys. So I go by the name 14, and as usual, all social media handles 14 Sapporo. That is it. It's only on Facebook. That's Isaac Atike. That's my government name. Isaac Atike. Atike. So Atike.
Okay, I'll use that chicken.
You the hung Abby.
Well, I want salad.
Okay, guys. So I just want to say thank you very much for sticking with us. Please don't forget to share, subscribe our channel. Your comments are also very, very necessary. If you see any faults or we falter in any ways, you can prompt us, and we also apologize to anyone that feels offended. Yeah, that is it. Basically, this is how we do it over here. Bring your works, please. Bring your works. We also need to chop. That is it for now. So, see you next week, Friday, God willing. Have a nice